Hello. Is it okay if I just record this meeting? But I'm like documenting my ultramarathon journey, and I just wanted,
Okay.
and I just wanted to
Damn, I would
document.
have dressed up better.
No, it's fine. I have to say, like the first 2 months of training, like it was just very, very mental and emotional. I mean, also because I was like kind of going through like my own personal stuff that I couldn't let go, and it was like stuff that I was like, if I want to do this ultra marathon, like I need to face it. Otherwise, there's no way that I can run this. The first 2 months was really facing all of that, which was, yeah, very painful and like required a lot of letting go. And I feel like in the last weeks, like I feel like I'm letting go of like the personal things that I've been like holding on to, and it kind of gives me more space to now just really focus on myself for the training, because it's just really, really basic things like eating and resting. Like I was not prioritizing myself because I was so caught up in like other stuff. And now I'm working with a running coach as well, which gives me much more confidence to have somebody like who's checking in on me, who I can work with also closely because she's living in the same city, and I'm documenting everything that I'm eating, sending it to her. So I definitely feel much more confident. But then as I'm feeling more confident, the reality of like, oh fuck, like I'm running like 548 kilometers. It's like really hitting me. Oh my, I don't know why I get so emotional on these calls.
Okay. It is an emotional thing. I mean, it's all consuming, and it's every part of you at the moment. It's a really big deal. Each party kind of trying to be cautious, but actually neither of you quite being able to like be a part of it together in this kind of worry. And so ultimately when you're like, all of this is also practice for when you're out there, being able to be very clear with what it is that you need.
And now I can also kind of see how I'm like projecting it a bit onto this as well. And actually, it's about me, yeah, like stepping up as an adult who's looking after myself, and yeah, like you say, asking for my needs. And but it's hard because I haven't done that, and like, and then I just feel this like yeah, like my inner child or a teenager kind of resisting, like I I still don't want to fully take responsibility.
Yeah, but it is a hard thing that you're doing. And maybe even thinking, I guess, like again to the misconceptions, like, and obviously when you get the distance shorter, it does get simpler. Even even in this context, a marathon is very, very short and therefore very simple. You have to train. You could probably do it in 8 weeks, 10 weeks, and you probably could get away with just thinking about your physical preparation, and you could run it. And then the more that we go on, and the more we take on, like you have taken on a big thing, the more kind of avenues or chapters we have to like approach in the preparation. And you described like the kind of chapters you've already been through, and now feeling in a place where you can actually almost get on with some of the physicality, like the physical preparation, because you've gone through this working mentally. And obviously it's going to come in and out, but I think describing that this like specific example of reaching out or asking for the help, or even just asking for the time, and describing that as hard, that's a part of your training that your coach might not put on the tick list for the week, but it can become a part of your, weekly training.
Yeah.
So maybe even like I think ultimately being able to acknowledge that that's something that you're finding hard, and we have a very tangible example of what it is because you're in this context. I guess it's like, how can we find a way to break that down into pieces and get you closer to it over the next few weeks? And that still gives us a few months to be in. I'm a very emotional person.
Yeah.
And I think that having it all in front of you as you're describing, I get it. And that's the thing. It's like, you don't need to deny it of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really don't need to try and imagine that this response is not the right response, because it is absolutely the right response.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I'm coming to this call. I feel like so much stronger this time. But it's also, I think, this feeling of, you know, speaking to someone who can actually relate to what I'm doing. I think that, is also bringing out something different. Because, when I just talk to people who don't know about it and who just know that I'm doing this race, they're like, oh, you're doing this? Yeah, wow, like, what a cool race. Sounds intense. And it's a different conversation having it with somebody who like actually knows what it is, you know. Mm-hmm. I mean, because I don't even really know what it is. I'm also freaking terrified. Mm-hmm. As much as I don't want to admit it, like, and I'm like super optimistic, positive, like, there's no way I'm gonna cross that line, you know. Like, I really try to keep on that headspace, but at the same time I'm freaking terrified. Mm-hmm. But I'm also super excited because I know that in 3 months I'm also going to meet like the strongest version of myself that I've ever met. Like, because I have to be, like, just not just physically but also emotionally and mentally.
I hear you on that one. Yeah. But you're saying it all. You're acknowledging it all.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, that's also the only way to move forward, is to have that acceptance and like to acknowledge it, to accept it, and then to like then do something about it. I am very self-aware because I've also been doing, you know, yoga since I was 18. Like, I have all of these tools, but the thing I struggle with is more the action part, and the ultramarathon is really teaching me to do, like, because there's no way that I just have to do it, whether that be fueling, resting, you know, training, whatever. Like, I can't not do it, because if I don't do it, it's not gonna work. Yeah.
Add to that list. What did you say? Fueling, resting, training.
Yeah.
Sharing with your crew.
Sharing with my crew, yeah. Oh my god. This is the same actually conversation that I had with Malcolm. So thank you so much, Tilly.
Have a really lovely run.
You too. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so we're gonna go on a 55-minute run. I'm meeting a friend, Yasmina. She's gonna come with me. So let's go. Oh, it's cold today. Oh my god, the legs feel so good. It's so light today. Hi! Oh, nice to see you! Oh, so nice. So this is Yasmina. She is a graphic designer. And now I just had this idea, because I think I've pitched it to her once. How cute would it be for the ultramarathon diaries to have its own like little animated logo designed by Yasmina? Really, cool to have, like, so cute, right? Feature, you know? Yeah. So now we're just brainstorming this and running. We're at Temple Half. What a day! Look at this.
I might say that at every clip.
Such a beautiful day.
Truly.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Wow. We're so lucky. Yeah. How am I running an ultramarathon without a watch? Someone sponsor me, please. Garmin, Coro, anyone. I'll take anything.
This is like how are you doing this? She was like,
I'm just
"I never know
recording
if the pace is accurate."
I'm just recording everything on Strava and going by feel.
After the fact.
Yeah. Feeling her rhythm.
Yeah,
I like
I've been
my legs
working
are
and I was like,
oh, I love this feeling when your legs are just like in a rhythm.
honestly, yeah, like it feels like a cycle.
Yeah. And then I feel like I could run forever.
Yeah, exactly. You feel so much lighter.
I just asked Yasmina if I could share something while we're running. It's been such a nice run. Like we chatted a bit, there were some moments of silence, and the silence just felt so peaceful. And I just wanted to share one thing. Like we were running, it was quiet, and I just observed my mind taking me to a spiral, taking me to a thought. And I stayed there for a moment. I almost dissected it, but then I was like, okay, fuck, what have I been practicing the last weeks? This is just a thought. It's not true. What is true is that the sky is blue, the clouds are out, I'm running with Yasmina, and it's a beautiful day, and it really felt like letting go. So I just wanted to share that because that is such a big win. We are headed to my favorite cafe with my favorite matcha. Oh, this way? I don't know. And then I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. So I'll see you tomorrow.